Tomorrow is the big day when we should hear back whether we have any viable embryos or not. It's interesting to think about how this journey is going to end. Is it going to end by us giving an update that we have no viable embryos? I don't know. I have no idea. But we should know soon. And we'll let you know the news.
Came out. $80 a drop. We just lost $80.
I'm really not putting out really any hope.
No way, love. Are you sure that's not mental?
How do you feel about the fact that we're making babies, as Robert said?
I'm feeling exhausted today.
You look a little nervous.
Very cold. I'm shivering. This is Shayla.
Hi, Shayla. How are you?
Hi, Dr. Amy. How are you? So I decided to vlog our IVF experience for those who wanted to know or were just very curious to know exactly what it was like to go through IVF. So I remember when I was preparing to go through IVF myself, I went on YouTube to find all the videos I could of those who had gone through IVF because I wanted to get an idea of like what to expect. But I could never find a video that took me through like every day of their experience. Like I wanted to know, how many shots do you take? How many times a day? How many doctor's appointments do you go to? And for what? Those questions were not ones I could find. And so I decided to make this video taking you day by day through our process, telling you exactly what's happening when it's happening. So I hope you enjoy our journey. I've been doing so much cleaning this past week. It feels like I'm legitimately in like nesting mode, but in reality, I'm really not putting out really any hope that IVF is gonna work for us. I'm just putting my mind in that place just so that I'm not majorly disappointed if IVF just does not work for us, which is a large possibility. It just really depends on how many eggs they're able to retrieve and how many genetically normal embryos are in that mix. But anyway, yeah, I've been cleaning like wild, preparing for what's to come. I'm sure I'm not gonna feel great with all the medications, at least that's what I've heard. So I'm trying to get all caught up because the next step is my period starting, at which point medications will begin. Okay, so here just finished taking a great run at the park. Runs these days after we're done pushing the stroller. But anyway, medications start tonight, which is really exciting. Medications start on day 2 of one's cycle, and so that's today. Also, you're supposed to do a preliminary ultrasound as well, which just occurred. And Dr. Amy is very pleased. I have 10 follicles on one ovary and 15 on the other, so a total of 25, which is really excellent for not having been on any medication so far. What I'm also really happy about is that I never had to start out on birth control, which I know for a lot, or maybe even most, people do. For a very short time. But anyway, got to skip that and everything looked great. I can dive right in and start the meds immediately. Also, what will be interesting to see is they say that with all the on all the medications, your ovaries get larger and larger because of more and more follicles, that you can look 3 to 4 months pregnant by the end. So be interesting to see yeah, how big I get. Here's the video I took this morning. So here's my tummy right now, and we will see if I indeed, how far my tummy pokes out by the end of 2 weeks or so. Okay guys, I'm going to show you the medications that I am taking or going to be taking. It's 6:44 right now and I'm supposed to take the medication somewhere between 7 and 9 p.m. So coming right up here. First medication, Omnitrope. I take this one every other day for like a week or a week and a half. Shot. Second med, Femera pill. Third med, Minipure shot. Fourth medication, Gonal-F shot. But thankfully, all the 3 shots can be combined into one vial. So I'm only having to take 1 shot instead of 3 separate shots, but still only once a day. And then you can see all the good old needles and syringes right in there. So anyway,
How do you feel about the fact that we're making babies, as Robert said?
he said having babies.
Having babies.
Having babies. I'm nervous. I'm very nervous to give myself the shot.
Why so? The thing is, that's a lot of...
Because it's a lot of fluid, number 1. It's very cold, number 2. And number 3 is yes, because it's been in the fridge. And the needle is very thick. It's not long, but it's very thick.
How long is the needle's not very long, but it's
It looks like it's about a 15 gauge needle.
This will hurt very bad.
For this, Robs?
All right, let's do this, Sweet Shay. Now, where do you want it done?
Okay, I want it done right about right here.
I'm trying to get to where I don't block your video, but anyway. You want it right there, you say?
I want it right there.
Okay, that's good. You look a little nervous. You a little nervous? In this service?
Yeah, right.
Daddy shot.
Here, let me hold it, and then
No,
you
it's okay, I can hold it.
and then you dart it.
No. Why?
Wouldn't that be easier?
No, that's quite inappropriate, actually. You said for me to hold it here. Okay, you good?
Yeah.
You okay? You good?
Yes. Just holding it there.
You good?
Yeah.
We're doing this.
It actually, the medications don't hurt. The shot was not very bad.
it wasn't bad.
No, it
But
wasn't
that's a lot of fluid. Wow.
bad.
All done.
Okay. Wow.
Not bad, you say, huh?
This is skinny as a rail.
We are. This is happening.
So
This is
they-
happening, folks. Alright, do it on this side now.
Okay, right here.
An inch below the belly button. On either side.
Hold on. Ready?
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, go. Oh.
You feel any physiological changes? Ovaries.
I'm starting to get more bloated. I'm definitely,
What will you compare it to?
probably, so far, 6 weeks pregnant.
No.
Mm-hmm.
You kidding me?
No, I'm serious.
No way, love.
Mm-hmm.
You sure that's not mental?
It's not based on how I feel, it's based on how I look.
Oh.
Oh, I see.
You're saying you thought it was 6. It's pregnant.
No.
Okay, I'm doing 1 milliliter of water.
So this is the second time that we've had to call Dr. Amy because of a medication question that was far too obvious after she gave us the answer. So anyway, I don't think we'll have to call her for any more questions. Okay, Day 3, done. There's the man. Day 4, done. What is this, day 5? Do you ever wonder why I'm always in a coat in these videos? It's because our house is very cold. It stays very cold. When Joshua's gone, like Joshua works from home, which I'm very thankful about. But he gets hot very easily and I get cold very easily. So he keeps the house very cold, and because I get cold easily, I have to wear a coat. So he's gone right now, teaching a CPR class at the clinic, which means I get to warm up the house and take my coat off. Today is day 6 of IVF meds. Well, I saw Dr. Amy yesterday for another ultrasound, second ultrasound, and she expects to harvest 20 eggs. So yeah, so everything's going well there. She was happy with how everything looked yesterday. She added an additional medication that I add to my previous medications. Ganirelix, I believe is the name of it. And I add that to the rest of my medications. So I'm still only taking 1 shot. 4 medications mixed into it now, or mixed together now. And then I have two or three more different medications in the mail that are supposed to deliver today that I'm supposed to be taking within the next few days here. I have another ultrasound tomorrow, and then another ultrasound on Sunday. And then the tentative egg retrieval date is this coming Tuesday, which is in 5 days, which is pretty crazy. Other than that, everything's going well. I've had like no side effects from the medications at all. As I said, tomorrow's another ultrasound, and yeah, everything's been going well.
Well,
Day 6 is done. So I just got out of my doctor's appointment with Dr. Amy, 3rd ultrasound. Today is day 6. She says everything is still looking excellent. That this coming Tuesday, which is in 4 days, will be egg retrieval day. So exciting stuff.
pierced a nerve straight through. It's bleeding, no less. They don't normally bleed, do they?
It only bled another time.
Epic fail.
What is the day today?
It is March 5, 2022, our anniversary, and the 3rd to last day, or 2nd to last day, of medications.
Fun. Okay, here it goes.
We just lost some of our precious fluid. Came out, $80 a drop. We just lost $80.
Okay, that does it for today. Okay, so I'm driving home from a doctor's appointment. This is day 8, and this is my 4th appointment with Dr. Amy, 4th ultrasound. It's been really interesting to see the progression of the follicles over the last 8 days, from my first ultrasound at the very beginning of my cycle, beginning of my period, to now. Yeah, I mean, they were just tiny there at the beginning, and now they're humongous. Like, she counted 17 on one side and 10 on the other. She said I had many other small follicles, but she wasn't counting those. She said that she'll retrieve any follicle that's present, whether it's large or small, because if she left any follicle unretrieved, it could later develop into a cyst, which was interesting. So not every follicle has an egg. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see the total number of eggs that she's able to retrieve. Retrieval date is day after tomorrow on Tuesday, which is phenomenal. Like, I would liken how my tummy looks right now to about 7 weeks pregnant. At about day 2 or day 3, I did pretty quickly get some, abdominal fullness. Lucky about what I would liken to pregnancy at like week 5, right? As you're starting to get, that pregnancy bloat. Yeah, it was also funny. She was like, "You're perfectly allowed to complain." And I'm like, honestly, there's been nothing to complain about. It's just been like a piece of cake. No significant tummy bloat. Shots don't hurt. I only have to take 1 a day because I mix all the meds together. So yeah, it's really been a piece of cake. I'm still trying to keep my expectations low in regards to the number of eggs that they're going to be able to retrieve. I'm setting my expectations at 15 eggs. If I get 15 eggs, I'm going to be happy. If I get anything more than that, I'm going to be ecstatic. But she said from now on, the medications are time sensitive, so they have to be given at a very specific time, since egg retrieval is day after tomorrow. So it'll be interesting to see what the new schedule is and when everything has to happen from now on out. It took us a while to feel comfortable with proceeding with IVF. There's many questions in my mind that at the time didn't have answered, and I was not comfortable with proceeding until those questions were answered, if they ever were going to be answered. So we prayed and prayed and prayed and prayed for months and months and months. Heard a allegory. It goes like this. There was a man in a boat in the middle of the sea. He had encountered a storm and his boat was sinking. And the man says, "Lord, save me, fix my boat. The water's filling my boat. I'm gonna drown. Lord, fix my boat. Save me." A boat comes along, sees this man in distress, sees his boat sinking, and says, "Hey, come on board with us." And he sends them away. Another boat comes, says, "Hey, looks like you're sinking, looks like you're in need of help. Come on board." And he sends them away. Meanwhile, he's still crying out to God, saying, "Lord, save me, fix my boat." Third boat comes. "Hey, looks like you're needing some help." He sends them away. As he is sinking, he says, "Lord, why did you not save me?" And the Lord says, "I sent you 3 boats."
Thanks to the generosity of our siblings and to our anniversary, it's just Shayla and myself out for lunch, and we are eating sushi at Raku.
Whatever it's called. Yeah. And what did we just do?
Just had an hour-long couples massage, which was unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Yeah, that's right. Doing different ones. Actually, 2 new ones. One same one. We're adding Pregnol and Lupron.
1,
So 3.
2,
Because I was never told I could mix these. Yeah, lot of fluid. A lot of fluid.
Where do you want them, my love?
I guess it doesn't really matter. Just
Like,
sure.
yeah.
Whew. Tonight the medications were time sensitive. Whoa. They had to be they had to be given exactly at 9 o'clock because egg retrieval time is 9 o'clock a.m. day after tomorrow. So, same tomorrow, 9 o'clock, sharp. Okay, so last night I got my first trigger shot. Definitely look more pregnant. Probably around 9 or 10 weeks. Which I still don't look nearly as pregnant as I anticipated day before egg retrieval day. But I'm certainly not complaining. I am feeling exhausted today. I'm not pregnant right now, pumpkin boy, but I sure feel pregnant. Boy, do I ever feel pregnant. I'm sure it's from the Pregnal and the Lupron trigger shots that I took last night, because I feel pregnant. Pregnal is HCG, so it's making me feel pregnant, very much so. And I'm very thankful that the other medications never made me feel this way. Otherwise, I would be pretty miserable. And as the day progresses, my tummy is getting bigger. Okay, so we're in the hotel room. It is dark because Wesley's already asleep. But we're here because egg retrieval's in the morning, very early. So since we have a long drive, it just made more sense to stay here during the night. So last shot, just one, just during the night, last trigger. And there it is, folks. Last day before egg retrieval. Okay, so I've just come out of anesthesia. It's around 9:50 right now, and the procedure happened around 9 o'clock. They said everything went really well. I have not heard the egg count yet. But yeah, it's going well. They said that they gave me pain medications during the procedure, but that I'm not on anything right now. And I could still, like that, pain medication still could be in my system, which is a good possibility because I have no pain right now. Anyway, Dr. Amy was so sweet. She helped me put on my gown and my socks on and just sit down and just talk, just make sure that I was, feeling comfortable and at ease. And so it was. Okay, so we're on our way home now, and I feel completely back to normal. Mental acuity wise, I definitely can feel, I can't say my tummy's painful, but I can certainly feel it. I can feel tenderness, I guess you could say. But nothing that requires pain meds at all so far. But they say for 24 hours, don't be in charge of your child. Don't sign any important documents. Just relax. That's what they say. But I feel, other than my tummy tenderness, normal, completely normal day. Oh, they harvested 26 eggs. Good day. So I'm here with my heating pad, and I'm honestly quite miserable. My tummy feels like it's on fire. Well, not my gizzards. My tummy gizzards feel like they're on fire because they've been really traumatized with a needle going into tons of follicles to extract the fluid. So I am on ibuprofen now. Hopefully it doesn't really seem to kick in yet. I took it maybe 20 minutes ago. So hopefully I'll be able to feel good enough to get up and enjoy life again. So in all my previous appointments, Dr. Amy has really been emphasizing how important it is that I drink enough electrolyte-rich drinks like coconut water and eat at least 20 to 40 grams of protein every day. And so I've been trying to follow that advice with drinking lots of coconut water and making some protein shakes, protein smoothies, to get in an additional 20 grams of protein to what I already got during the day. However, getting in like 25 grams of protein, to me, it just is so sweet. Protein powder is just like so sweet. Even though the kind that we have is no sugar added, it's still sweetened with stevia and like erythritol. And it still is just over the top for me. However, one thing I found to really cut the sweetness of it is adding ginger, adding a little bit of ginger to the blender and blending it all up with ginger really, really helps cut the sweetness and adds a delicious flavor. So usually at the time that I get my shot every evening, but no shot tonight. Pretty phenomenal. I did not think everything was going to go by so quickly and that egg retrieval was going to be this soon. But just wanted to show you my schedule that Dr. Amy made for me. Okay, so here is the schedule that Dr. Amy made for me. The dates, and then the different types of medications, and on what days and what doses I take them. So super convenient, and just really super nice. So this is day after egg retrieval, and I am feeling day and night better than I did yesterday evening or even yesterday afternoon. Have had to take no more pain meds since 8 p.m. yesterday, and no more pain meds today, and no more pain. So I'm extremely thankful. Well, still have not heard how many eggs were fertilized. Dr. Amy's supposed to call with that info, I guess sometime this evening. So we'll keep you guys updated. This is the second day after egg retrieval. We have heard now how many of our eggs got fertilized and how many embryos we have. And drum roll, we have 18 embryos, which is really, really, really exciting. So typically speaking, once the eggs are fertilized, you can expect, generally speaking, 50% of those to reach the blastocyst stage in around a week.
It's tiny veil.
And so with my genetic condition though, I'm definitely expecting less to reach the blastocyst stage. So far, I mean, it's been a really fantastic experience, I have to say. And I really contribute that to Dr. Amy being our doctor. I told her that she's made our experience silky smooth and as easy as pie, which is absolutely true. Where are we right now, Wesley?
We're in Crescent City.
That's right. Why are we in Crescent City? We're in Crescent City because for Daddy's work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for Daddy's work. We have 5 blastocysts. Yay, clap! The results come back in a week. They sent them out, they biopsied them and froze them yesterday, and so we should hear back within a week the results of the genetic testing to see if we have any embryos that will survive life. Tomorrow is the big day when we should hear back whether we have any viable embryos or not. It's interesting with my balanced translocation chromosomal abnormality. Our first doctor told us that typically speaking, statistically speaking, those with my chromosomal abnormality have around 1 egg in every 6 that are chromosomally normal. But we've had now like 9 or 10 miscarriages now in a row, so that seems like it's not necessarily my statistic. So now that we've done IVF, I do not know what to expect, if we're going to have any viable embryos or not. I have no idea. But we should know soon. And we'll let you know the news. What's the update?
The update is no update.
What's today?
Tuesday, the 22nd.
She expected the results before now, and the results have not come in yet. It is Wednesday after 3. The results were supposed to come in yesterday, and the results never came in. We are over here on Pins and Needles. This is Shayla.
Hi, Sheila. How are you?
Hi, Dr. Amy. How are you?
I'm doing good. So nice to talk to you. I'm glad we have good news. Good news. This is good news.
Praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord. That's right.
Okay, sweets, what is the news?
Incredible news. We had one genetically normal embryo,
Woo!
which is frankly
a miracle.
Can you imagine if we hadn't gotten any after all of that? And I just can't even comprehend. So we're ecstatic.
It would have been discouraging.
There were 3 unbalanced translocations. 1 just genetically abnormal embryo, and 1 perfectly good one.
Not even, yeah.
Not even a balanced translocation.
Not even, yeah, it doesn't even have a
For
translocation.
understanding.
Yeah.
So it's phenomenal.
Which
It's
is
a grade AA, which means our chance for actually carrying it, Kathy, to live birth is higher than the average, which is like 60 to 70% chance of live birth. And
Implantation success. And
Dr. Amy said that our chances go up to probably 85%. So that's a blessing.
Whew, phenomenal. So, this is the last video for our IVF part 1 journey. So keep your eyes out for part 2.
Which may be either round 2 of IVF or implantation.
We're not sure yet.
We're still figuring it out. Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. And thanks for watching.